Man, well, Edwin, you look like you're cold.
What?
You look like you're cold, man.
No,
Hey
dude,
guys,
I feel great.
North Carolina, Michael Ray Newman here, deep in the heart of Texas, everyone. This is Edwin Britt, the great Edwin Britt from North Carolina. He told me today it was going to be chilly there, so that's why I was giving you a hard time.
It is a little chilly for a beach boy, I can tell you that. I got in the
That's what you
20s
said
last
earlier.
night, man. Yeah.
That's what you said earlier. That's funny. I've been cold too. Hey, thanks everyone for dropping in tonight. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday, which is halfway through the week. It's time for us to reset and relaunch, refocus, restructure, relaunch your week now. I hope that everybody takes the chance to do this right here. This is Finish Strong to Start Fast. We've got the Mastermind banner up here. I thought that was appropriate because I do have Edwin Britt here, and he is he is the mastermind, the master of the mind. So I really hope everybody is having a fantastic week and really just ready to finish strong. This is the Finish Strong, Start Fast series. We're going to be talking a lot about your business that you have, not your LFI shuffle business. We're going to be talking about your personal business, what you do for a living. Also, remember this, guys, every time that we get on, every time that we speak, we want to make sure that you guys think about you, put all the context in perspective with your life, your personality with it, and then you can use it in your life with your family, business, personally, and you can also use it when you're talking about building your affiliate program. Evan, I think I've got some feedback coming from you, brother, but I think that I want to throw this thing to you and let you kind of get started. I noticed that you got your little Wolfpack thing on, man. You giving me you had to go with the horse tonight. I got my little Longhorns on. You got that?
That's right. You represent our teams tonight.
Yeah. Let's get started. We'll jump right in, guys. We want to take a few minutes of your time this evening. Make sure, remember this, like I said, I want you to make it about you. Put your personality with it. Put yourself into your life. Use the contents of your life and see how that can look with your life on how you react and respond to things in your life personally, with your family, with your business, with your other business, how to build your shuffle cards to bridge the gap to a lot of conversations you have, and what that really means when you talk about digging down and making it just a lot easier to communicate. Because one good thing about Mindset of a Champion that Edwin and I have taught all these years over across North America is the fact that we want to meet you where you are. A lot of you guys are on your way up. A lot of you guys are a little bit down. A lot of you guys are on your way one way or another. We're going to meet you where you are. What we give you today, if you'll put your personality with it into your life, I'll promise you, that will be impactful to you, Edwin.
No doubt about it, Michael. And the cool thing, we got to always come back, take a step back in perspective, right? Anytime you got a little bit of feedback or some disconnect in a virtual, think about this, man. Everybody that's on this is connecting from their home around the world, and we're doing it in real time. That's pretty cool. So is the glass half empty or is it half full, right? We always got to keep that in perspective. Yeah, right. Good
Absolutely.
stuff. So I want to give you something that you can do right now, pick up and put down inside of your business, your sphere of influence, as you finish strong and start fast. And Michael said it so well. This applies to whatever your primary endeavor is, and it certainly applies to shuffle. There are three critical things that are going to help in your relational development professionally and personally. You want to make sure you're always doing these three things, and you want to be intentional about being persistently consistent in this. Intentional is being disciplined towards a process that's going to create sustainable, predictable results. That's going to be a recurring theme, guys, because Michael and I haven't just been successful or been significant. We have been aligned with lots of other people, and we've talked with them. How did you do this? How did you grow this and still do it in a balanced perspective where you still are able to tuck your kids in at night, and you have your health, and you have all the other things that are so critically important in the dynamic of our life? And in your relationships, you need to be doing these three things all the time. Number one, you need to be educating the people in your sphere of influence. So your partners in your business, if you're in real estate, it might be your clients or your loan officers, whatever it is you do. If you're in construction, it might be your people that are running your job projects. It might be the people that are bidding. Whatever you do, whatever your business is, you have a sphere of influence. You should always be cultivating the relationship and deepening the relationship by educating them, not about what you know, but about what they want to accomplish. In other words, help them be better about what they do. Secondly, you should always be appreciating them. You need to be intentional in your appreciation of them. So that could be writing handwritten notes. It could be sending them little gifts that you know have spoken to you that are going to speak to them. It might be sending them something fun like a toboggan and said, "Don't get cold this winter. I got you covered," right? I mean, whatever it is, it's intentional and it's consistent, where they're feeling the authenticity of the relationship. And when you do that, when you are constantly educating and you're constantly appreciating, you get the opportunity. And here's the big miss, Michael. You and I know this, man, because we've trained so many talented salespeople, and we've discovered this, right? The number one gap among people who are trying to sell, and remember, selling something you do with and for someone, is their inability or their inefficiency in the ask. Like, now I want you guys to hear my words. How is your ask? How's your ask? Right?
How's your ask?
How's your ask? Are you being meaningfully specific in your ask? Because when you educate, bring value to the relationship, it's about you. It's not about the other person, not you. When you appreciate the relationship through intentional, authentic steps consistently that grow the relationship, it puts you in a position to leverage to ultimately ask. So no matter what your business is, you should come up with 3 questions that ask meaningfully specific that grows your relationship. If you're a realtor, it might be, who do you know that's a listing agent that I need to know? Of your listings that you're working with, is there anybody, if you were a loan originator, that might need my service in helping them become a first-time purchaser? All right. And a third key question, and this is a big one, all right? You want to know where you fit in their sphere of influence. So, hey, can I ask you a really deep question, Michael? If the sphere of circle in your life professionally represented the hands of a clock, right? 1 through 12, would I be one of the people in your circle, brother? Michael, you answer that. For just you and I authentically, if I ask you that question, how would you respond to that?
Oh, absolutely. Definitely. You're on the little hub in the middle, bro.
So, but let me just, I know you're ready to take that and run, but let me just, here's how the only way you lose in the big ask is by failing to ask, or creating this process in your mind that's on this side of the call. I would be bothering them. I don't know what to say, whatever. But if you're asking from a place of value and leverage, and you ask that, you know what the reality is? It doesn't matter what Michael says. If Michael says no, you're not. Sorry, man. You're not in 12. What do I need to do this year to get in your 12? Hey, man, more information, better decision.
I was just about to say that.
So, I'm going to toss it right back to you, Michael. So how do we relate that to shuffle? Your conversations, your ask, don't center around, would you like to be a part of shuffle? It is demonstrating them what shuffle will do for them, and then say, can you see where shuffle can solve this problem for you? Can bring all these things together. You hear us talk about all that. Educate, appreciate, puts you in a position to ask the meaningfully specific questions that are going to organically grow your relationships. Michael, back to you, brother.
That's great information, Edwin. Educate, appreciate, and ask. What really is educate? Educate's always being the person that has an answer. It's solution driven. I have a problem. I don't have a problem. I have a solution, right? So as we go, Edwin, drop your mute button there for me, brother. I think you're there we go. Good. I just don't want last time that people were dropping in saying they've got a little bit of feedback. But educate is always something. I love the educate piece, because I was told a guy one time that was one of my customers, biggest customer, brother. I have a labor company. We supply labor to these different auto auctions in the United States. We have 2,500 employees. He calls me in his office and he goes, Michael, I like you because you always have a solution. When I say there's a problem, we have a solution. You are not problem driven. When you come to me, you have a solution for it or an idea, or let's collaborate together. That's what educate is. Educate is when I go to that person, if you want to be inside somebody's 1 through 12, you want to be somebody who is willing to try to educate when they go through those things. That's so powerful, Edwin. And when you educate, do you have the right kind of attitude? Attitude, moment, process, right? When you walk into somebody's place, you're not always like, oh man, how's it going? Well, it sucks, it's my wife, everybody's terrible. When you educate with a solution and the right mindset when you walk in there, that's what Mindset of a Champion's about. And when you appreciate them, you're always looking for ways to appreciate somebody. I mean, that's like second nature for us. And that's second nature for most of you too. Think about your life. If you're really looking to find something good about someone, can you find it? Can you be that good finder when you appreciate somebody? And when you do those two things and you ask something, people are wanting to help you. Edwin, I've had people catch me on the sleeve walking out going, hey, hold on a second. What can I do for you? Hey, man, we've got this figured out. What else can we do together? Can we collaborate together? Can we work together? That's what a lot of people do, because if you don't ask, people sometimes feel not it's always wanting a little bit more, I know, but when you always educate, always appreciate, always educate, always appreciate, you may not even have an ask that day, because they're going to come in and tell you what they need, especially if you're offering a product or showing your solution through Shuffle. People are going to ask for that. I told you that story over and over, Edwin, about when I saw it, I was like, man, I need this. I need this for a lot of different companies, and I've been able to put it in play. And if you know my Shuffle story, and as you get this, guys, if you have a team that you're trying to get coached up, I don't care what you're doing, what you're selling, whatever it is, they need Shuffle to use. They have multiple products. It's a great way to lead capture and to know when somebody's tapping you on the shoulder. But when they become affiliate, Guy and ER, what they've set up for you guys, to become an affiliate, it is like zero. It's so easy. They cost you $1, I think, the first time, and they don't even charge you, and just take it out of the first commission that you sign up. So when you bring somebody else in as an affiliate or referral partner, they go under you, and you get paid on them forever. Okay, but they get Mindset of a Champion training. We have a Mindset 52-week course that we are just coming out with, and a lot of you people on this call and that are going to be watching this later know what that we sell a process, and everything is a process, and that is key. When you want to be able to educate and appreciate and and don't forget to ask. That ask is expected, because you're not selling a product. You're not pitching to somebody. You're coming alongside. Like Edwin and I are going to meet you where you are. We're going to come alongside and help you. The people on the team of Shuffle, whether it be Kathy Inman, Rebecca, ER, Guy, or the entire Shuffle team, when we come to you, we're going to meet you where you are, whether it be low or whether it be high. And we're going to ask you this. We're going to always educate. We're always going to be educating you and offering you something, not talking down to you, not talking at you, talking with you, having a conversation, because we do appreciate you. I mean, if you don't know that, I mean, you do know that if you know our heart, I mean, that servant mentality that ER and Guy have and what they've built here. And when it comes to the ask, our ask 99% of the times is, what can I do to help you? Because if I can help enough of you get what you want, I'll promise you, Edwin and I will get what we want too.
Michael, so well said. And so, that's the circle of life of the referral business, guys. If think about that as you grow your relationships towards your business, is creating that circle. And it's a continuous circle. It doesn't stop. So you need to have an intentional process every month, every week of the year that allows you to educate that sphere, to appreciate that sphere, and to be able to leverage yourself to ask that sphere, to grow your sphere of influence. So that sounds like, who do you know that I need to know that I don't know? Who do you know that needs Shuffle that I don't know? See, that's how you exponentially. I don't want you to think about it in terms of how much money you can make next year. Please don't do it that way. Apply it this way. Take Michael's very simple project, which we'll talk more about in our very next training, his process of achievement, which is projection, forecast, and goal. We'll elaborate on that next, right? And I want you to think about how many people and or families you can help. The numbers, the income, and all the other stuff will take care of itself if you measure quantitatively and qualitatively how many people you can help. And you have to do that by educating, appreciating, and asking. In your current businesses and in your Shuffle business, that is the process of top achievers. It's not as hard as you think it is. And sometimes it's going to feel like this. As Michael and I, you guys, we hear this often. Edwin, Michael, Edwin, Guy, you guys make it look easy. Well, that's not true at all, man. We mess up more than anybody, right? But we're consistent. So Abraham Lincoln said this, very profound. I'll hand it back, Michael. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time, brother, right? One day at a time. And for all of you who are thinking finish strong to start fast is about managing your time, it couldn't be further from the truth, because you don't manage time, you prioritize it. You learn to treat it in units of value, and it's about your energy management. But even if you wanted to manage time, and everybody does, you couldn't, because here's why. God himself created time, and you cannot manage something that God created. It's an elusive pursuit that will always leave you frustrated and empty-handed. So focus on the things you can control and place the things that need to be in control in the hands of the Creator, and you're always going to work out okay.
Edwin, that's so well said, brother. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to add to that, but bottom line is control what you can control, right? And the rest will take care of itself. And it's really simple. It comes down to that. Be relentless about one thing. Edwin, you said it. Be relentless about being consistent. If you're always doing three things, do you have a goal when you walk into a call, or when you walk into a meeting, or when you meet with someone? Do you review it right when you walk in the door? How do I want this conversation to go with my spouse? How do I want this conversation to go? There's a process for that, guys, and it's called trust. We've not dove into it, but finish strong to start fast is about building momentum for this year. We have a few days left in this year, right? Just a little over a couple of weeks left, and you're about to get slammed with last-minute shopping. Family, people come in with all these crises, and it's going to really focus to your family trying to get this Christmas pulled off, or trying to get this holiday pulled off, especially with all the extra weight on us. You've got to be able to compartmentalize, just like I said. Where are you controlling your energy? It's not about time management. It's about energy management. Are you giving energy to someone bad? Let me give an example. My brother, today we're sitting in his truck, in his big old, we have a construction company, and we have a couple of the company. He had to make a phone call that he didn't want to make. He mentioned it 3 times to me that morning. It's almost lunch, and he kept going, man, I got to call so-and-so. I said, dude, stop it. Stop thinking about that. Get that first call. When you get up in the morning on your win list, the most difficult thing you have to do, get it done. Because I said, bro, this is weighing on you, man. I can see it weighing on you. Let's role play it. What do you got to say? What do you got to do? And he's like, oh, I got it. Well, no, but he was mentioning it out loud. Well, it was heavy on him. And I left. I said, make that phone call right now in the truck when you leave. I called him 45 minutes later. He sounded like a new person. He sounded like a different person. Remember, I put all this in the context of my life. The struggle is real. Don't kid yourself. You get the real stuff from Edwin and I. This is what we practice. This is what we live. We're drinking our own Kool-Aid. It's 100% fact. And I thought about it today, Edwin, when I said that to him. I was like, man, you got to control your energy, man. This is bringing everything else down. You're not being 100% here right now with me because you're worried about that. How many times is that going to happen? Understand, that's about to happen to you guys. You are going through that right now, a lot of you, and we're going to meet you where you are. Remember, this is about you. It's not about us. Make this time on this call about you. Finish about you, how you can put that in there. We're building momentum for something way bigger. I mean, way bigger. LFI, the shuffle team, is already in a dozen countries. They have thousands of people in. And as you get in, guys, and becoming an affiliate, because that's what everybody does now. A lot of the Amazon and everybody else is doing it. ER and Guy have put you in a position to make residual cash. And this is fantastic. It's powerful. That's the reason we're here, is because what they are bringing to you is that servant mentality, Edwin.
Michael, I want to leave them for my part tonight. Thank you so much for your passion and energy, man. I always get so much from that. I learn so much every time I get to be on one of these with you, and I'm so grateful for that and grateful for our friendship. But as you build this out this year, ladies and gentlemen, around the world as you watch, I don't want you to think about what one person, I want every one person you share Suffer with who begins and implements that and becomes part of the platform is really worth 10. If you do it right, if you educate and you appreciate and you ask, every one sale is really 10. Every relationship equals 10. Now you do the numbers on that, okay? Whatever your numbers were, whatever your business plan, if you haven't done one for 2021, next time Michael and I are together, we're going to talk about projection or forecast, projection, and goal, which is Michael's formula, not mine. I just like to learn things from people that are a little wiser than me. It works for me. It'll work for you. Okay. We're going to talk about that, but I want you to think about 1 equals 10, 1 equals 10. And as we grow those numbers out, it will blow your mind on what you can accomplish in 2021 and beyond.
That's way said. Hey, guys, everybody, don't forget we're in the middle of a contest right now. If you're an affiliate, make sure you're signing up, grabbing your points, because that contest, Edwin, the books they get, the training they're going to get from us, being a VIP at our Summer Blast Kickoff Conference that's going to be live this year. We're going to be through it. You guys are going to see us one-on-one. I see what you said, Kathy. We're going to be training the trust process. No mask, baby. We ain't going to need the mask. He's got us on mute. Hey, guys. Sincerely, we appreciate the time tonight. Make sure you rewind this, watch this, follow the process, lean into what you know, and you will be successful, guys. I appreciate all of you. Edwin, hey, man, I'm grateful for you, brother. Thanks for validating a lot of things that I do. I appreciate you, man. You know it. Yeah, this right here, Hook 'em Horn too. Don't forget that. Wolfpack. Have a great evening, guys. Remember this, always be nice. If you can't think of anything else, do exactly what my granny told me. Be nice. People won't always remember exactly what you say, but when you walk away, they'll remember exactly how you made them feel. And that sticks with you guys. Appreciate y'all. Edwin, have a fantastic week. Everybody else, call us if you need us. See you later.